What do you think about Cry Hard 3?
I don't know him.
Do you know Cry Hard 3?
No.
Would you like to know more about Cry Hard 3?
I'm alright, thanks, actually.
Have you ever listened to Cry Hard 3?
Listen to what?
Hello there, and welcome. Thank you for Dan Piccola for the last hour, and Dan Pixola. And hopefully you didn't pick up Louise swearing just at the end there. My name's Adam Whitty, with me Louise Sellers.
Hello.
And Johnny Boy Smallwood.
Hello.
That's his new nickname.
And you're listening to Cry Hard 3. It's 1 o'clock exactly.
Boom.
So, we're back. How can people get in touch with us, Louise?
We do have a Twitter page which has, in fact, never been contacted. So, you know, our lucky first messenger will get some sort of prize off us. John might serenade them or something.
Have we been tweeted yet?
No,
by anyone?
I think that's the point.
I think, yeah, we've never been tweeted.
Actually, we have been tweeted. My mate did.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I had to start the conversation, but he replied. So
gosh, that was like a friend going, and sort of tweeting out of sympathy, isn't it?
We also have a Facebook page which you can contact us on, which I think John is manning today.
I am. I've just sent out a status saying hi. We probably should have said we're back on air. But we are, so if you're listening, you already know that.
And then there's we've got that message board thing.
Yeah.
The thing, what's it called? Shoutbox, apparently.
Yeah, so you can get in touch with us that way. We've got plenty of new features. We've, like the turkeys at Christmas, we've culled a few features.
We have.
Middle class Caucasian rapper's gone.
I don't think
I was thinking about that the other night. I was like, is that coming back? Because I really want you to do a cover of Thank You.
It would be good.
Oh, that would be good.
That would be good.
But I might die at the end.
Yeah.
I'd just be like on the floor.
Yeah.
But I would enjoy doing a sort of middle class version to when he goes zippity buff, boppity baff, that bit.
I think that might be my song for next week.
Yeah, that would be quite good.
Mind, yeah.
Although most of that song, I've listened to the radio edit. It's just, you know, that noise where they go over the swear word.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the N word in it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the only version I have has got that little explicit warning on it because iTunes is really.
They love the swearing.
Looks out for me like that.
So what have we got? John, you've got a couple of new features.
We do. We've almost gone full circle with me, really. We're back to having another story time, except this time it's 50s sort of crime novel themed. And I basically just take mundane parts of my life and make it overly dramatic.
Your life is never mundane, John.
My life is always mundane. I don't know.
Our flagship feature remains, though, doesn't it, Louises Imaginarium?
Our flagship does, yeah.
Is that flagship?
I'd say that's our flagship feature.
I've always wondered what that means, because I assume it just means big shop. You know when they say, like, the flagship Primark?
Yeah, well, the thing is,
just mean massive.
because your feature actually has some purpose, like, people can take away something actually... I learnt something from that, whereas everything else is just inane dross, really, if you narrow it down.
Yeah, and our new feature...
Oh, yeah. I'm really excited about this, actually.
Too.
I really know nothing about the details.
Basically, yeah, because Louise is a woman, she's kept out of it because because it would be
gender
stereotypes, right? That FemSoc, if you're listening, please don't listen to what I just said. But yeah, basically, because Whitty and I are such I don't know, relationship divas, we know exactly what we're doing. We know women like the back of our hands. We thought we'd spread our knowledge really with all men out there.
Well, between us, we average just over one girlfriend in our lifetime, don't we?
I think that's true, actually. Yeah.
Between the two of you.
Between the two of us, just over one.
Just over one, and I think that's enough to be an expert if you're as good as we are.
Exactly.
Right.
Do I get to weigh in on anything you say?
You can weigh in, but there won't be anything to weigh in on, really.
Sitting there with the sort of metaphorical Tipex, just correcting everything.
Well, exactly. Unless you're just willing to say, I totally agree with you, well, there won't be anything else for you to weigh in, really.
Yeah, I think it would be letting down my entire gender if I didn't have something to say.
Well, you'll just be agreeing with us, that's all.
Yes, we're coming to you at the end, I think.
Yeah, that's the point.
You're our woman view from the sidelines.
You know, you can just trim any sort of minor mistakes we might have made.
Yeah, you're our pundit.
He's our female pundit.
Pitchside pundit.
So that's something else to look forward to.
Yes.
But otherwise, same format, really. We've got our, no Keane this term because Tom sort of revealed that we probably played too much Keane, so we've got a Keane amnesty.
Yeah.
Despite the fact I think we maybe should have played like a memorial song to celebrate.
I think we should.
Their time,
should we play Everybody's Changing at some point? I know, and it was tough.
I was torn to pieces.
Yeah.
Although, as far as I remember, Louise ignored my little Facebook post.
I remember that.
It got a lot of interest from other people, and I was like, I can't think of anything sort of There's nothing nice to say about this. I don't really want to upset anyone.
We
so.
thought you were just so emotionally distraught that you couldn't even bring yourself
Yeah.
to type.
Wasn't that the week when you didn't hear from me for like a week?
Yeah.
And then you were like sending me Snapchats going, "Are you still alive?"
Yes, it is. I was genuinely worried for your health, especially with Keane breaking up and all. I think
Yeah.
I was
taking it
genuinely
really badly.
concerned.
All we wanted was just hashtag RIP art. I think that would have suited.
Yeah.
Because, everybody is changing, and unfortunately, that has meant that Keane has split up.
Yeah, I know.
And we're going to have to go somewhere only we know.
Well, I think Coldplay might have to step into the vault left by them.
Yeah, well, they've got a new album
Coldplay.
coming out this year, haven't they?
Have they?
Yeah.
How did I not know about this?
I don't know too much about it, but I just read an article that
Can we
said
find
they're
us
probably-
like something? What's the nice middle ground? Like slightly more towards the
Why don't you
middle
like
than
Coldplay?
Their songs don't make sense. Although I
She
think
has a
they
point.
they enjoy that. They like that they can make such
Yeah.
money off. Like,
But loads of songs don't make sense.
Yeah, that's
Oh, you were
true.
talking about this the other day. Pitbull. None of
Yeah.
his
Oh, yeah.
songs make sense.
no, but he's not an artist of any sort of. His songs are all the same,
Yeah.
aren't they?
He doesn't have a caliber.
Dresses up in a suit and throws in words like "dale" because he's from South America, I think. So
Well, I think he just riffs. I don't think he writes any of his songs. I think he turns up probably hungover after about 3 hours sleep and turns up to
Suit
the
and
recording studio and they
sunglasses.
go, right, we've got Kesha in there. It's a song called Timber. Have you written anything? No, I don't write. I don't know why he's
Wow.
And then he goes in there and he talks about Miley Cyrus in that Timber song. He talks about just getting clothes off.
name dropping.
It sounds like some form of how they review the newspapers on a Monday morning on BBC Breakfast or something. It sounds like that. He just takes in a newspaper and goes, right, what's been happening this week?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Writes a song about it on the spot.
interspersed with stories about shots.
Yeah, shots and
Pitbull loves shots.
shots and things that he hasn't
Collaborations.
done sexually with women. There's that bit where he goes, I was with a woman and she asked me to do her sister as well.
This is like it's like year 10s, isn't it?
Yeah.
I slept with 6 of them. You've only slept with 3, aren't you, wimp? And none of them slept with anyone.
Who are they? It was on holiday.
Yeah.
From Canada.
Yeah.
I was balls deep.
But I think that Timber song is just like
It's the pinnacle of
yeah.
the awful franchise that is Pitbull.
Right, and it's like all those songs that like David Guetta that are all the same, and they're
Yeah.
all right. They just have one word where they just sort of sing for a long period of time,
Yeah.
like gravity.
Generic words.
Yeah.
Titanium,
Yeah,
pick a metal. Any
and
metal.
they're sort of. So they're everyone who's getting a bit drunk at a party. They've had a good time, but maybe they're taking it a bit too far. That Timber song, that's someone who's been sick on themselves and wet themselves at the same time. It's just they've just gone
Grand
too
slammed.
far. Yeah. Right then, so I think it's time for our first song.
Ooh.
I was going to play Florence and the Machine Spectrum with a little
Yeah.
bit of a fiddle from Calvin Harris, but I've
Oh,
decided
wait.
against it because
of Calvin Harris.
I was listening to the Musketeers advert, that show on TV. I haven't seen it,
Yeah.
but they had a song, and I thought, what better for introducing the Three Musketeers once again?
Oh, right.
Do you see what I mean?
I
Like,
did
'cause
see
we're
what you did
We're
there,
the
yeah.
new Three Musketeers.
There we are.
Yay.
So it's Wood Kid, which is also what you call your genitals, isn't it, John?
Yes,
Run Boy
actually, yeah.
Run on Cry Hard 3.
Run, boy, run. This world is not meant for you. Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you. Run.
Wood Kid and Run Boy Run on Burst Radio. This is Cry Hard 3, with Adam Whitty, Louise Sellers,
Hi.
and John Smallwood.
What's up, yo?
Hey, so next up it's time, we mentioned it earlier, the flagship feature. Now, I spent a good half an hour yesterday on making a new jingle for you for
I'm
this.
really excited. I'm really happy you've done this for
Okay,
me.
so it's time
Thank
for
you.
Louises
It'll
Imaginarium.
be good though.
Oh, Louise, what have you thought of this time? It's Louise's Imaginarium.
That's actually incredible.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the time and effort you put into that.
Do you want to hear it again?
Yes.
Yes, I do.
Oh, Louise, what have you thought of this time? It's Louise's Imaginarium.
It does make me sound slightly like the aging aunt or grandmother or something in the family who sort of turns up to family gatherings and gets drunk.
Yeah.
And tells stories of their youth, like incredibly racist stories.
Have you got any of them coming up, or?
None of them are racist.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I'd say out of the grandma who's gonna get drunk, John's that out of us, isn't he?
Yeah, probably.
He's the old grandma that gets
I'm the
drunk.
wild card.
Yeah. I love that picture of you, by the way, that's gone up on Facebook of
Yeah.
you in the middle of a party, really not enjoying yourself.
So bad. I was I can't remember what I was doing, but I was doing something like dancing really well. But you know when I dance well, I dance like sarcastically because it's the only way I can dance because I hate clubbing. Well, I think Kate Tailby turned to me and said, just stop. So I was like, well, fine. So I did just stop doing everything and just stood there frowning for about an hour. I made her apologise to me for insulting my dancing before I then started dancing and flailing again. So yeah.
Well, I mean, normally it's me and you getting it on.
That's right. I know. People are like
Very homoerotic.
Are they a couple?
I did some shapes on the floor. Nothing.
You did some shapes on the floor.
You just throwing down those shapes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The women love it.
Triangles.
The men love it more, and that's the problem. You see, I don't. My demographic doesn't work out quite right. But never mind.
It's time for Louises
It's time for
Imaginarium.
Louises Imaginarium.
Louise, your ideas for this week.
Is this my background music?
It always was. Oh no, it wasn't this, was it? Oh, I've
Doesn't
made
matter.
an error.
Doesn't matter. Anyway, this does make it sound a bit more like smooth. Like we're hanging out in a hotel bar
Yeah.
and we're all a bit drunk. This is coming back to being drunk again. I'm just telling you the stories. Anyway, so on my theme of the week has been conspiracies. Not for the show in particular, just life. Conspiracies keep popping up. So this is sort of relating to it and the fact that it's the Winter Olympics in Sochi at the moment. I can't remember if I've brought this one up on the show before or not, but you've definitely heard it. Basically, because you know the Olympics are just a breeding ground for people, it's a frenzy. There's a lot of people going at it. All the sports people, all the sexy sports people just going at it anytime they're
Is
not.
it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what I heard from the last Olympics. It's just you can't go around the corner.
Well, there was that picture of Usain Bolt with those
those
Swedish
Swedish
ladies.
girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his Swedish lady friends. So anyway, I thought take that, use it to our advantage, and breed the champions of the future with a sort of like taking Usain Bolt as our stallion, so to speak, and then like getting him to have kids with, I don't know, someone who's really good at another sport.
Could you make this more fun? Could you like sort of Olympic blind date? You could be like, this gold Olympic champion says he's looking for a young, fit lover. But what question would you have? And like get Cilla Black to do it if she's not dead yet. So
She's not that old, is she?
I don't know, probably she looked it 90 years ago. Yeah.
Bitter.
So what would you call it? Would you call it like Olympic dating? as opposed to
Definitely not
uniform?
Olympic eugenics.
Okay. You would call it that, okay.
No, I don't really know what we'd call it. I don't know if it would be something that would be made obvious to the public, because this is along the whole lines of conspiracy thinking. People would just see in the next, 20 years' time at the Olympics, and people are like, the athletes are like on top form. Every single one of them's
Yeah.
breaking records, and we can't work out why.
Yeah, and they all look
I'll
like
be
each other.
sitting, grinning to myself with a glass of whiskey.
So it's
My evil chair.
So you somehow make money out of this?
No, just more the joy of creating superhumans.
Oh right, so you created all these superhumans and then you got rich through a totally separate means and then sat there in your mansion.
Where did the richness come into
Just
this?
the idea of you sitting there with whiskey, sort of cackling, does make you sound like you're
Students
rich.
buy whiskey.
They do. If you're
I
Jack
could-
Hamilton, you certainly buy whiskey. Yeah.
So is this your sort of Olympic mating programme?
Yeah, essentially, yeah. It would be all entirely consensual, so that's okay. It's more just suggestions, like, it would be like Tinder. Actually, I did hear that Tinder at the Olympics is madness.
Really?
Yeah, there was some article about it. So I don't know who it was. Some athlete was like, it is off the scales. Like, just so many beautiful people. All just
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, it'll just be an Olympic-specific Tinder. So you can only join in it if you're a
Now
participant.
that is a
in the
very good
Olympics.
idea.
And then just
How broad would it have to be though? Like, because you can't like say you're just living in like a village in the middle of Wales, and you're like, how wide do you have to set your criteria in order to have another Olympic athlete of your
well, no, it
opposite
would be
sex?
at the Olympics.
Oh right, at the Olympics.
Yeah.
I thought you meant just generally once the Olympics are over, you have like a.
Well, it makes
Olympic
more sense to
athlete
get them
setting.
while they're all in the same place.
That is true.
All forced to live in the
I've-
same sterile village.
I've been very
There's nothing else to
short-sighted.
do.
Yeah.
So, what do we think?
I think it's a great idea.
A great idea, yeah.
I think it would be cool.
But it would create a new level of someone to envy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All these attractive people.
Sammy Bolt Ennis.
I know.
I would hate him.
I hate him so much.
Fastest man in the entire world.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Right. Anyway, next one up is if my phone will unlock. No. Well, I was just trying to remember what I was going to say. Like search engine, but for lazy people. Because like sometimes that people can't decide, or just don't have the ability to tell which links will lead them to the appropriate information. Not pointing any fingers at my mum or anyone like that. So this would be a search engine where it just comes up with the five most important facts about the thing you've just searched for. And yeah, so it would be good for things like if you just want to quickly confirm something, or you want to say something about, you're talking to friends and you just want to prove a point and have some interesting facts. You quick Google Daniel Craig and then just have 5 facts about him, like his birthday and how many films he's been in. And
That is quite a good idea.
Do you know what you'd call it?
no, that's you guys can help me out with that.
Right. Well, we've already got Get Lucky, haven't you? Thing, is that right? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So that will search for the first website that it thinks is relevant.
But are you suggesting you type in Daniel
lazy?
Craig?
Get lazy?
Get lazy.
Get
No,
lazy.
that. We don't want to imply that people are lazy. That would make them feel bad about themselves. We just want to imply that this is the most efficient way of getting things done.
Okay.
Would it also include their boyfriend and girlfriend? Because that's also what you always want to look up. I always
do,
want to
don't
look
you?
up
Generally
who they're
speaking,
going
yeah.
out with.
And then it could also start to be tailored to you. You know how Google starts to sort of, I think, in some sort of omniscient way, it knows like what sort of things you'll be looking for in general. So for certain people, it will just show all the trashy details that would come up in sort of like TV magazines. Whereas for other people, it will come up with really interesting facts about them or like trivia.
Yeah. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah.
I'd like to see
That is
that
a
in
good idea,
Google.
actually.
You just type Google instead of links, just 5 facts.
5 facts.
5 facts.
Maybe it would just be called 5 facts.
5.
Yeah.
Or 5 fun fact? No. 5
No,
facts.
that makes it sound like
That
a
does make it
children's
sound like a
show.
children's one, yeah. But it's a very good idea.
Yeah. Okay, and we've just got time for one more, which is, well, you know, I'm assuming you guys, when you were freshers, signed up for, I don't know, all various nightclubs and stuff. So they got your number,
Oh, yeah.
and now and then they do text you being like, come down to Bunker tonight for, I don't know, £5 entry and drinks and all that stuff.
hepatitis.
But to make it more effective, I think what they should do is the messages can be disguised as being from a friend. Maybe from a friend, like you sort of think, oh, how did I meet them? I can't really remember.
Yeah.
You just get a message being like, all right, mate, come out tonight.
Yeah.
I'll be down Bunker from 10. You
Yeah.
should definitely come. It'll be a big one. That sort of thing.
I think that's a good
I think that would be more effective marketing anyway.
Definitely.
It's like those Facebook profiles that got set up in freshers.
Oh, yeah.
And, were just
Yeah.
some random woman, and then
What was the name of ours?
so was it something Franks, Sophie Franks,
Oh.
something like that.
Yeah.
It was her just with that strange female.
Yeah, and they
photo
find
have,
someone who's
yeah.
just about attractive enough to be like desirable, but like not too
Yeah.
attractive to think that's a fake profile.
Yeah.
So all the lads are like, oh, accept the friend
Yeah.
request. It's only week 1. I've got like a really attractive female friend, and then like it turns out that she never talks to you except to
No.
say, "You come in Bunker."
Yeah,
And then
big night
Yeah.
at Bunker tonight.
big night.
That's all she posts. Yeah.
Really, really, really loves Bunker.
Did you see Gaz from Geordie Shore was there the other night?
No.
No. I'm
Did you either of
ashamed
you
to
watch
say.
Geordie Shore?
No.
I've watched. No, I don't think I've ever watched any of Geordie Shore.
Is this you
Apart
admitting
from-
to that you do?
Oh, I
watch
love Geordie Shore.
Oh, okay.
It's so bad, it's good.
Right.
But did you know? Well, actually, I have watched it, but when I lived in Italy, that's the only time I've seen it, and it was really popular. And they dub it over, so I can't tell what Italian accents are, so I don't really know what they went for.
And also,
They went
like,
for, like,
Geordie
a
sort of have their own
Napoli.
language. So how do you do Hawaii or in Italian?
I guess they pick up on some like maybe dialect from Naples or
Yeah.
somewhere like the south is seen to be like the hardcore end. It's like the
Yeah.
opposite way round. Whereas the
Yeah, I
north there is
suppose.
rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really don't know why it was so popular. Like, because most Italians wouldn't really understand what a Geordie is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a
Everyone's
really
just
foreign
English.
concept.
Yeah.
It's like if someone picked out, I don't know, some part of France and like there is a program like that set in Marseille, which
Really?
my friend tried to make me watch, which it was really good. I need to watch it more, but it was pretty much the same. And you like to think that French people are all sophisticated, but they were literally just as orange and
Oh, wow.
bleached. And,
Muscly.
yeah.
We made one.
Just like
we
us
made
then.
John watched Geordie Shore, didn't we? Make you watch
You
that
did, yeah.
last year.
I hated every moment of it. But I do know a second series is coming back, so for those of you
Oh, no,
who
that's
care.
the Valleys. That's the Valleys. That's too far.
Oh,
Valleys
that's right.
is-
Sorry, the Valleys. Yeah, that's right. It was the Valleys I
Valleys is
watched and hated, and yet still was gripped too out of hatred. So that's coming back for a second season, which is good.
Thank you for advertising that, John.
That's all right. Don't worry. And if you are, if
How
you're
much are you
interested
getting
in
paid for
that-
this, John?
If you're interested in that, then maybe you should take a long, hard look in the mirror and go. And I'm not even going to say
No,
it.
don't
Yep.
say anything more.
I can't.
Well, okay, so out of those 3 ideas, okay, say you were Dragon's Den, you've each got tiny little 100 grand in your pocket. which would you put your money down on?
Well, there are some I don't know how you'd make money out of, but
But that's like Facebook.
the one that I think would work
How are they
best.
making money out of that?
Advertisement.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
okay.
Like genetically engineer the Olympic athletes' children to have like I don't know Virgin Media on their forehead?
They
when
have
they're
product placement built in.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. But
From birth, pre-birth,
Yeah.
like when the woman's pregnant, they're like, your child will be sponsored by Cadbury. No, Cadbury isn't good for athletes.
No.
Lucozade
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
rest of their living
That's pretty
days.
good. They don't have a choice, but it's fine. I reckon the one that would be most profitable probably would be the Google one.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a
5
great,
facts.
it's a great idea as well. So.
John, could you do the jingle for 5 facts? Just come up with a little something now. I don't know.
5 facts. It's what you want and nothing more.
Oh,
yeah. I'm
Well,
sold.
On that note, that was Louises Imaginarium, which I'll play the jingle one more time.
Oh, Louise, what have you thought of this time? It's Louises Imaginarium.
What's that background music? It's like Victorian seaside amusement
Yeah.
arcade,
Yeah,
sort of.
I like it. I think that sort of sums the thing
Sums
up.
me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That does actually.
Now we're going to play Frank Ocean, which I'll ask you to introduce in a minute, Louise. But after the song,
Yeah.
well, me and John are just going to pop off for a bit,
Okay.
and then we're going to pop off for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But 80s versions of us are going to return.
Yeah, they are.
Yay, good.
So this is your song, Louise.
Oh yeah, this is Thinking About You by Frank Ocean.
Very nice. See you in a minute.
A tornado flew around my room before you came.
This is Burst Radio.
Bristol University's radio station.
This is Burst.
Welcome to Loose Boyfriends. With me, John Smallwood.
And me, Adam Whitty. Hey there.
How you doing?
It's good to be with you today, John.
Good to be with you, Whitty.
Welcome to a new part of our show where John and I give quality relationship advice you can trust. It's for men, by men.
That's right. As we all know, living with women has its perils. But with our competent advice, you can learn to be the loving partner your honey truly deserves. Oh, yeah.
So, sit back, have a beer, maybe put your feet up, but pay attention. Because what you're about to hear could very well change your world.
That's right. I'll say it again. Welcome to Loose Boyfriends. Well, Whitty, I've got to say, I'm very excited about all this.
Me too, John. It's good for us to share our knowledge and shed some light on many of the little lies our ladies love to tell us.
Those tiny, teeny, extra details only well-travelled men such as ourselves are lucky enough to truly know. What have we got this week?
Well, first up this week, John, there's been a lot of intense debate about a topic, let's say, close to my heart. Some people say it's a well-known fact that men's sexualized views of women's sleepovers and pillow fights aren't correct. These naysayers would have you believe that women don't actually like to get their kid off and repeatedly smash soft, downy pillows onto each other's faces. I'm here to tell you, don't believe a word they say. I can tell you from a personal experience, extensive research, and videos that I've watched, that women love nothing more than sweet, pillowy warfare. Feathers adorn every visible surface, you know what I mean, and the sound of giggles sensually caress your eardrums. I've only taken part in this on a handful of occasions, but believe me when I say, it's something I'll never forget, and often think about on rainy days. So remember, guys, when she says, that never happens, now put some clothes on, just remember, she's playing it cool. And one day, if you're lucky, you might get to be a part of that sweet, sweet pillow bashing. John, your thoughts?
Well, Whitty, I'm glad you've cleared that one up for me. I've had a lot of sleepless nights thinking about this exact problem. But now I can rest easy knowing that this harmful myth has been put to bed. Literally.
My pleasure, John. I think it's important guys know these things. What have you got for me this week, John?
Well, Whitty, I'm glad you've asked, because this one's it's a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
Many misinformed people throughout the ages have proclaimed the presence of something of a language barrier between women and men. I believe the great philosopher Plato once said words to the effect of, "Men are from Mars, women are from Venus." Well, thousands of years on, this lie seems to permeate within our fragile society, like the wings of a dove on a Thursday evening. You know what I'm trying to say. Deep. Men, I'm afraid, are responsible for this fable, but I'm about to change that and break down the barriers we ourselves have created, like vicious dogs eating themselves with emotion. Profound. Men foolishly claim that a woman never really means what she says, and there's always some form of hidden message. They claim simple things like, "Do what you want," and "I don't mind," actually mean, "I'm gonna rip your balls off if you don't do the opposite of what you've just suggested." Well, it turns out, men, this isn't true. Newsflash. When women say, "Everything's fine," they really mean, "Everything's fine." Even more shocking, their texts have absolutely no hidden meanings, agendas, or suppressed disdain. They mean the words on the page and nothing more. So, boyfriends, husbands, and anyone living with a woman, heed our words and you'll be just fine.
Wow, John, that's really something. Clearly some foolproof, solid advice there. Ladies, watch out. Your lives are gonna get a whole lot better.
Thank you, Whitty.
Now, I'm afraid that's all the advice we can afford to give this week for legal reasons. But all in good time, folks. All in good time.
Do you have any educational tales you think men just need to know about?
Well then, don't hesitate to get in touch. You can tweet us, message us, or face novel us.
The choice is yours.
Good night, Bristol.
And stay cool. So, Louise, care to say how accurate we are, how right we are?
To some extent. I think the what you were saying about women saying what they mean, in some respects. I'm about to get very feminist on you, but you look scared.
We're all feminists here, Louise.
We're all
I
feminists
know.
here. We're just.
Did you not hear what we just said?
I know you love women.
You do.
But no, you're definitely right on some aspects of women saying what they mean. No means no.
Oh, we would never argue that.
No. But what do you agree with the sleepovers?
That's sorry, lock and key. Like I can't divulge. That really is one of life's great mysteries.
Well, I think we'll have to take that as a you're right.
Yeah.
So,
let me tell you, listeners, she would not have told us that was lock and key if it wasn't true.
Well, that was smooth.
I forgot what I was trying to say.
That was obvious. So let's finish this section.
Let's finish it here and now.
Before someone gets in trouble.
Well, John, it's your song coming up next. What is it?
Yeah, well, this
Up
is
next
a
on
song.
Louises FM.
This is a song by Jetta, called "Feels Like Coming Home," and I just think it really speaks from the heart.
Please stop.
I just quite like the song, so. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Have a cheeky, and here we go. Ooh.
John's Pretty Camp Song of the Week.
Is it?
I'd forgotten how to jingle.
What is it again, John?
Jetta, "Feels Like Coming Home."
Sweet. Cry Hard 3, innit?
Yeah, on Cry Hard 3.
Sweet.
In it.
Running through the black night, I'm sure I had the green light, carring over a far.
Burst Radio from Stoke Bishop to Stokes Croft. It's your university station.
Hello, welcome back. Louise, have you got some exciting news for us or something?
I do have some very exciting non-sponsored news for you all. You could win a pair of Beats by Dre plus an iPod Touch, so you can listen into Burst Radio wherever you go, simply by entering an amazing competition sponsored by PwC. All you have to do is guess the correct answer to the question, how many applications did PwC receive from Bristol University students last year? Thank you. Thank you for that. And I'm done.
Oh.
Oh,
he dropped the bomb.
Yeah, she's blown it out of the park.
That's right.
Right.
It's
time for your.
So here we go. This is sort of a return of something from first year, but with a twist. It's sort of gone back in time by about 55 years to be a bit more sort of like a crime novel. So yeah.
Okay, so it's called John's Storytime, isn't it?
That's right.
And do you want to hear a jingle for it?
I would love to hear a jingle for it.
Turning the mundane into the dramatic. John's Storytime.
I love it. It's actually amazing. Right.
Isn't that the same as the...
It's quite similar.
Here we go. We're beginning. Okay. I remembered vaguely the day I missed my alarm. It was a miserable, cold Friday morning, and outside, well, it was raining, but then isn't it always these days? When my story begins, I was unconscious. See, normally I'd play things on the safe side, set my alarm for 8 for a 9 a.m. lecture. Sure, it's not ideal, means I only have time to shower and have a coffee, but it gets the job done. This morning was different. I was awoken by the despicable sound of my flatmate Kelly knocking on my door. Now, Kelly's a good kid, don't get me wrong. Works hard, knows how to handle herself in a brawl, and if I had to trust her with my life, well, I'd only be mildly pissed off. But still, this abrupt invasion of my dreamscape sends shivers of fury coursing through my veins. I mean, how dare she wake me from my slumber? God knows I need my beauty sleep, do we all? I'm right? Confused and angry, I mumbled aggressively at the door, unsure of my surroundings. And her response, well, it terrified me if I'm honest, guys. Are you coming? Coming to what? I forced out politely, though inside I was tormented by feelings of impending doom. Lectures! Suddenly, panic overcame me. Had I? Could I possibly have made a huge mistake? It would be so unlike me. What time is it? I expelled. 8:30. We have to leave in a minute. Fudge. Fudge. Fudgety fudging fudge. In an instant, I knew what I had to do. To stay in bed would be foolhardy. Only incompetent riffraff miss lectures because of mistakes. If you want to be the best in this game, you gotta play by the rules. I looked at my phone. Sure enough, I hadn't set an alarm. Sure, I was disappointed, but that wasn't important right now. I jumped out of bed and assessed the situation. I had less than 10 minutes to get up and leave. It was gonna be a challenge, alright? Feeling like Satan's anus and looking worse, I assembled my emergency turtleneck and dashed downstairs in yesterday's underwear. There wouldn't be time for food, I knew that much. But there was one thing I couldn't miss. Choosing between clean clothes or coffee was a no-brainer. Now, I'm a man who likes my coffee how I like my women, without a penis. But I sank down my thick black caffeinated pint. I knew there was no time for food either. It was going to be a rough one. With the agility of a puma on crack, I charged up the stairs and forced my toothbrush into my mouth like the cold barrel of a gun. Hey kids, oral hygiene is no laughing matter. Get off my case already. When I was done, I jumped into my trousers, grabbed a scarf, and bolted. Out in the open, it became clear to me I'd made a huge error of judgment. I should have stayed in bed, but a man's gotta do what a man's gotta do, am I right? One thing was for certain. I should have said my bowel contents to sleep with the fishes before I left. I was prairie dogging, alright, turtleneck and something awful. The long trudge to lectures was tortuous. I hobbled along hungry, unkempt and one cough away from decorating my pants with yesterday's dinner. It might have been paranoia, but I was getting the apologetic, slightly embarrassed, empathetic looks you give a tramp when you don't want to give him money, but don't want to totally ignore them either. I've just gone Australian, haven't I? Yep, I'm gonna get back in character now, right? But there was no time for fighting. Damn lecturer had arrived, trying to teach us. Oh, hang on, no, I just skipped something, yeah. I must have looked something awful. When I got to lectures, many people asked me if I was alright. A kid called Viren had the nerve to ask me if I'd been out the night before. Now, he's a sound guy. What the hell am I doing? Fuck, I'm ruining it. Right, so, Okay.
What do you want me to do?
Hang on. A kid called Viren had the nerve to ask me if I'd been out the night before. Now, he's a sound guy, sharp as a scalpel pinned to a needle. Real gent, you know, the kind of guy who'd lend you his biro, no questions asked, and don't take it back. But this was too cheeky for my liking. Get out of here. I ain't going nowhere. Slept through my alarm is all. But there was no time for fighting. Damn lecturer had arrived, trying to teach us about TB or some balls, I don't know. I had to devote my whole attention to striking a delicate balance between cracking out of muffled yet repugnant farts and accidentally following through with unparalleled biblical force. I managed just to hold it in, much to the disdain of those around me. I'm so Australian. And all seemed to be going well. But fate, it seemed, was just about to throw me a bone that would change my life for the next 3 hours. To be continued. So yeah, that's the end of my intense story.
international character.
Do you know what, my international character development, which left a lot to be desired, frankly. Do you want to know what happened next?
No.
Well, not if it's to be continued.
I can't be bothered to really continue it.
You should do it like on Reddit, TLDR. Too
What?
long didn't
Okay.
read, where you just sum it up in one sentence at the end.
What do you think happened, people?
Did you drop something and swear?
No, actually.
Is this
Actually, I did yesterday, but I didn't do that then.
Is this when you lost your memory card and found
No,
it?
that happened later in the same day.
Did you fall over?
No.
Did you fart in front of
I was
other
thinking
people?
fart.
Well, I did lots of farts, but actually the next lecture was cancelled. Devastating. So I got out of bed, gone all the way there for a lecture I couldn't concentrate in, and then I had to go home for 3 hours.
That's a punch in
I
the
know.
stomach, isn't it,
It
John?
was a real punch in the stomach, you know? Cool. Cool beans. Well, thanks, guys.
That's alright. That was John's story time.
Turning the mundane into the dramatic. John's story time.
Well, now it's time for this, Louise.
Yay!
Ooh.
It's the Wightwatchers Quiz of the week.
Which I put a lot of time and effort into when I should have been writing my Italian presentation.
Well, you're the host this week, aren't you, Louise?
I am.
Yeah.
So, are we ready?
No.
I don't know when.
There's still another 30 seconds in this
Okay,
music
right. I've got
to
to. I'll ad lib.
Okay, so John, how you doing?
Doing alright, thanks.
Good.
It's a Saturday.
Yeah, you excited for this? Do you think you can
So
beat me?
excited. Well, no, not really.
Putting the odds on. Actually, I haven't really looked at the balance of questions, but I think it's a fairly even spread, even chance.
Yeah.
Waiting for the drop. Waiting for the drop.
The Wightwatchers Quiz of the Week. With Louise Sellers.
Thanks for the input, John.
That's alright, don't worry.
Right, attention. John, you're up first.
Oh.
So, as we all know, yesterday was Valentine's Day, a day to show your loved ones how you really feel. But what gift did 26-year-old Tors Reynolds send her ex-boyfriend? Was it A, a flaming bag of human feces? B, the piece of skin bearing the tattoo of his name from her arm? Or C, a letter telling him that she was leaving him for his twin sister?
Ooh. Oh, I don't know why I'm looking at you. Actually, I'm the one who's meant to answer this. I'm going to go with the skin.
And that is the correct answer.
Yes!
Oh,
the
that is
young
absolutely
woman
disgusting.
used tweezers to pull off the skin from her arm. With the tattoo, it didn't actually say his name. It said Chopper's expletive begins with B, ends with H. Another word for a female dog. Can't say it on the radio, but yeah.
Burglar.
Yeah, Chopper's burglar. Before gift wrapping it and posting it to her ex-boyfriend. Stuart Chopper May told her he was moving to Alaska to pursue his dream job when he had in fact moved to Essex to be with a woman he had been having an affair with for 6 months. So that's 1 point for you, John.
Yay.
Right. Adam, your first question. In the past few weeks, the UK has seen rising levels of flooding that are only predicted to get worse. But what has one Somerset dweller done to try and save his newly built home from damage? A. He's had the entire house physically moved uphill, having built it on stilts to avoid this exact kind of problem. B. Knowing that his house was built on floodplains, the foundations are in fact made of buoyant materials so the house floats comfortably on top of the floodwaters. Or C. He's built a 5-foot moat around the property and has now effectively built his own island.
C.
That is correct. Sam Notaro has built a moat around his house, among other defence systems, to the cost of £10,000 to protect his £1 million home. Although, unfortunately, the flooding has now started seeping through all of these anyway. So that's
That is a shame.
1 point each.
That is quite clever, though.
It is. I watched a video about it, and it just seems to have... I don't know how he leaves his house, because literally miles around him is completely flooded.
Does he not have a bridge or anything?
No, it's just... Because it's not an island, it's only a 5-foot
see.
moat, and he's just... all you can see is just fields and fields of water. I'm assuming he has to get a dinghy out or something.
Oh, that would be quite cool.
Anyway, John, your question next.
Yeah.
The Sochi Winter Olympics are currently underway, amid stories of unfinished hotels and dangerous tracks. But with Great Britain currently holding 1 bronze and 1 gold medal. But which of these did not used to be a sport in the Winter Olympics? A. 3-person luge. B. Speed skiing. C. Ski ballet.
I think this might be a trick question, but I'm going to go with ski ballet.
No, the correct answer is A. 3-person luge did not exist, because
Gosh.
that is insane. But
Why is that? What?
speed. Well,
Oh,
because-
is that the one where you lie on the sheet?
where you lie on top of each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought.
Oh, 3-person loot. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Wait, there's
Sorry, I was.
two people do that. So that one,
Yeah,
one that the
yeah.
woman won a gold medal in yesterday.
It's the one where you lie on your back, not on your front.
Yeah, not in like a bobsleigh.
Oh, okay.
Not a-
Oh, I
yeah.
see.
Anyway, so speed skiing and ski ballet did exist. Speed skiing involved travelling downhill at up to 150 miles an hour, but was cancelled in 1992 as it was deemed too dangerous after someone died
I
during
would love to watch
practice.
that again though.
While ski ballet was part of the Olympics until 2000, when officials failed to see its athletic merit, which I did watch a video and I can sort of agree. It's sort of
Wow.
ungainly. Right, so Adam, your next question. This is also Olympic related. Olympic athlete Jenny Jones, a local Bristol resident, recently won bronze in the slopestyle event at Sochi Winter Olympics. Which of these have not been suggestions of ways for Bristol to celebrate her win? A. Naming the 9th of February, which is the day she won, Jenny Jones Day for the city. B. Painting a postbox bronze in her honour. Or C. Turning Park Street into a ski slope to mark her homecoming.
Unfortunately, I know this.
Oh.
It's A.
That is correct. Yep, South Gloucestershire Council want to paint a postbox bronze to celebrate her bronze win, while Bristol Mayor George Ferguson wants to turn Park Street into a ski slope.
That's a bit mental. How would
Yeah.
you do that?
I'm excited though.
I think
really
it's a
want
good
that to
idea,
happen.
but surely
Really,
only
really-
people with skis are going to be able to use it. That's what I don't quite understand.
Just slide down on your bum. Actually,
Yeah,
you can
it's
ski now,
toboggan.
can't you?
I can ski now.
Yeah. Right, John. Last question for you.
Sweet.
Cool, man.
What happened to a herd of cows on a farm in the German town of Rasdorf a few weeks ago? A. They established a coup d'etat and, like the Castle Chicken Run, tried to do a runner. B. Their high levels of flatulence caused a small explosion. Or C. Due to lack of food during the cold winter, they resorted to cannibalism.
High flatulence caused explosion.
That is correct. A static electric
I seem to think I
charge
read it. Yeah.
caused their methane build-up to explode, although luckily no cows died, but one was treated for burns.
Hey, Louise, did you just see that John just went into doctor mode then whilst talking about cows doing fart?
No, I didn't. Shut up.
Cows
Apparently,
don't
they have a drinking game about me, or I'm sure you just made that
No,
up.
we made that up.
Oh, thank God. I was a bit concerned there.
Okay, Adam, your final question. The popular app Flappy Bird was only in existence for less than a year before its creator decided to remove the game from app stores.
That's not fair.
Why
Yeah.
did he do so? A. A number of people died after trying to recreate Flappy Bird in real life by jumping out of windows. B. His girlfriend was annoyed that he wasn't spending enough time with her because fame had taken over his life. Or C. The creator was worried that the addictive nature of the game would ruin people's lives.
C.
That is correct. Although there are rumours that a sequel is currently in the works.
Yeah.
So that's 3 points to Adam and 2 to John.
Woohoo!
We do still have that decider question if you wanted anyway, to see
Go
if
on.
you could at least even the playing
Go on.
field. So
John's playing Flappy Birds while you're doing the quiz
John, pay attention.
and just got 0.
No, I didn't. I got 1. You liar. I got 1.
right, this is I'm just going to say the question, and the first person to shout out the right answer wins. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
John, no manhandling, Adam.
Okay.
When is my birthday?
7th of March.
No,
3rd of March.
no,
Stop it.
12th of March.
no,
15th of March.
no,
17th of March.
no,
23rd of March.
no,
9th of March.
no.
21st of March.
You guys are horrible friends.
We are horrible.
2nd of March.
No,
I've already said that.
Should we just both?
8th of March.
Should we just both agree to mutually
just
fail?
wipe out all your points.
What is it?
25th of March.
Oh, I thought it was
You
early
got very
March.
close.
I did get very close.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that means our total results are 3 points for Adam.
But I
2
think we
points for
both
John.
lost there.
Well, yeah, but that just doesn't change the scoring system, really.
No,
does it?
I know. I
No.
realised. I still
You could have
lost.
redeemed yourself. So well done, Adam, and let's see if you can. Are you doing the quiz next week or?
can do it.
It's
I
John's
haven't done
turn
it
next
before,
week,
yeah.
I think.
So you have a chance to have a second win.
I do. I'm very excited about that opportunity.
So what have we got coming up next?
Well, we've got Best of Colson Hall coming up next
Ooh,
week. So thank you very much for
nice.
asking. Last time we left, before what was that? End of December. I was very excited because I was about to go and see David Brent on at Colson Hall, which was very exciting. I got paid to see it. And it's him being David Brent but singing, you know, like that episode where he's they're having a team meeting and he sang. I got paid to see it. It was absolutely fantastic. But yes, it was really, really good. And this is a song that he recorded live somewhere else. It's called Lady Gypsy, and it's really good. Now it's got a bit of talking at the start, so I'm just going to play it straight away. But enjoy that, and we'll see you after the song. Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. That was me, I'd listened to it before.
Beautiful little ballad. True story as well. About young love. It's about my first love, actually. So, when I first did it with a girl. And she was a lady gypsy. It's called Lady Gypsy.
David Brent and Lady Gypsy. It was, wasn't it? It's time for us to go. Up for our first show post-Christmas. I hope you've enjoyed it. I have.
I definitely have.
We'll be here next week with all the same features, probably. If feminists haven't gone mental.
Ooh, if you'd like to send an email about that, send it to adam.whitty@live.co.uk.
Yes.
Which I don't think is actually a real email address, but
it's not. Well, it might be, but you might send it to someone else, which is fine by me. I don't mind.
Just like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't mind death threats aimed at me if I don't read them. Okay, so
water off a duck's back.
It is indeed. I will see you next week. And now, time for something completely different. That's the name of the next show. See you next week. Bye.